after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Right there.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
There we go. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Zoom. Here I come again. 45 the mark.
2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin White gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Pass.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Ready. Mike 54. Check tight. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. He's got Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 23. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make it a second down.
Second and 6 at the Cowboys' 19-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Going to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. On third down, Jackson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Stay at home. Check. Let's go. Come on.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play outside of D. Don't let him breathe, defense. Go. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throws right side, and that's complete. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready up, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready? Get right. Check 55 for Mike. On it. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. I'm here all day. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Ball trot. 45. 45. Yeah. 45. Let's go, D.
Back to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use. I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give them a gain of 37.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. That's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 55. Mike 55. Come on. Put it right.
Now back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Results in a 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Push him back. Push him back.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Go to base. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll... in the books is just a 16-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Go. 55 is my guy. 55.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 4.
10th carry now for Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Freddie Kitchens is going to send out the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check, crunch. Hey. Kill. Motion.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Right there.
On 3rd and 2, Jackson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Ready. Touch the outlaw. 59. He's tired of me. Show it up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Quick dance. Right away. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
That's the way.
They start on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end. Everyone, you got 4 down.
They go to Elliott again. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Switch.
Back to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Elliott running right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
That's what I do.
Again, it's Elliott. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right there.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
Buccaneer first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He's back to throw. That's caught by Howard. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Check 59, right? Mike to 59. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Go. Mike, check. 59. Come on. Mike's 52.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.